So wait till 10 seconds. Hey, I guess this is good enough. Well, guys, I've actually made a video like this before, sort of meant to be a second, message video. Actually, if you notice, I'm on my girl character now, so that's something cool. But that's not the point here. I don't even know where to start with this. With this message, it's something that's been bugging me for a long while. In fact, there's been a lot of stuff bugging me, so I'm gonna talk about a lot here. Now, I'm not just coming here to vent. I'm coming here to teach you guys about this because it's pretty important, and it's something that sort of plagues me. It depends what we're talking about here. Here, I need to zoom in a bit. There we go. Okay. Let me get to my hangar, and then get my Sea Breeze to where then I could just totally think, alright. But while we are here, I am gonna say, one, I am very excited for the Hunter to come out. Two, expect some gameplay or, maybe some kills with the Hunter, because from what I've heard, the Hunter may or may not be able to take 5 missiles. And that's pretty insane. Was it 5 or... I think it was like 5 explosive sniper rounds, and then like 3 missile. I don't know. All I know is that it's gonna take a lot more than 1 missile to take it down. And even by the time you've reloaded your second missile, this thing's probably oh crap. Oh, my nose just my nose just got stuffy out of nowhere. Filled with mucus. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be fun. But let me just get in here. I kind of need to. With all this noise, I can't really focus. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Okay. So, I guess I'll start off where I was talking about in the first one. It's actually a pretty close topic to me, which I'm about to go over. Depression. I'm just gonna say that right now. See, depression isn't something you can't just eliminate. Well, you can, but it all depends on what sort of person you're talking to here. Sometimes there's quite literally people who they're sad, That's understandable. Something happens. But with others, it's different. There's people who have literal chemical imbalances in their brain. Like, they can't think straight. Now, I'm not saying it's a mental disorder, like they should be put in a home or something, but I'm saying that their brain is quite literally not letting out the right signals. Like, I've even dealt with depression myself. Though, oddly, right now, I haven't been, sad in a long while. Because, in fact, I have a boyfriend, a new one, don't worry, and he's not in fucking Canada. I think he's in, Arkansas or something. Somewhere close, that's all I know. And he doesn't like me being depressed. I mean, it's natural. He's my boyfriend. He cares about me. But that's part of the reason why I try to stuff down all those chemical imbalances. And I know that's weird to say, oh, how do you stuff down a chemical imbalance? It's literally a part of your brain. It's something that's going on. And, oh god, I'll have to join that invite later after I'm done with this. But, yeah. It's, you can't think straight. And I even did an article on this. I didn't write an article, but I did some research on it for English class. And it literally says you stop eating correctly, you stop sleeping correctly, you stop acting correctly. Depression just it's poison, pretty much. It's poison, it's infectious, it's not a fun deal altogether. And it's especially hard when it's your first time either getting depressed or dealing with somebody who is depressed. And, it's not easy. It really isn't. But a thing with depression is that it can be misunderstood and it can be taken advantage of. Like, there'd be some people who they pretend to be depressed to get what they want. Alright, and I'm not saying that if anybody acts like the singlest bit suspicious or if they're depressed a lot, that you should just ignore them and stop talking to them. But they take it to their advantage. And there's people out there. So I'm just saying, don't let anyone fool you. Yet at the same time, don't go around playing the blame game, saying that they're an absolute fraud when you have no proof. When you have proof, that's when it's time to take action. But there's also just suicide, and I guess bullying kind of dips into this, but yeah. Suicide. I've never actually had anyone commit suicide that I know, because I'm gonna say this right now. You don't need a PhD. You don't need any medical degree and all that. And I know this may sound silly or stupid or just naive, but to deal with someone who's depressed, you have to, one, be someone that they know and love, or you know what, even someone they look up to. Two, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're dealing with here, because you can't go in, put on a suit, own an office, and expect to, be able to help people. But then again, therapists said some people need them, some people don't. I want to say right now, I'm not that guy. But here, like, you see this right here? How I'm flying around, I'm not killing anybody. I'm flying, I'm diving, I'm having a good time. I don't need a therapist. I have my friends, I have video games, and my plane just broke down. Cool. I guess I'm just gonna chill here for the rest of the broadcast. Why not? Upside down plane. Now, see, this is so wrong, because now I'm either gonna have to swim all the way there and keep things serious, or I'm gonna have to, actually, what happened is that I'd have to kill my character till I could spawn on the beach. This is already going horrible. But, yeah, it's a mess, and once again, I'm gonna say, whether or not you have a PhD, a college degree, a diploma, any of that. I'm not saying it's useless. Yeah, you must be a pretty smart dude if you got, a Purple Heart, medical, PhD, whatever. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But to help people out with their problems, it's not about the brain. It's about love. Most of the time, or at least in my cases, depressional problems are from love. And it's just that some people don't know how to love correctly. I decided to go with that approach to where I didn't legit shoot myself straight in the head, because that would look too good. But yeah. Oh no, copyrighted music. I better turn off my audio for music. There we go. Okay, good. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I know I can, so I guess that's good. But here, and another thing with depression. I know everyone says get help, see someone, get a therapist, get your parents, get the police. And, sometimes that works. Sometimes you can't get through to the person well enough, and you need some sort of authoritative force to tell them, hey, snap out of it, we're trying to help you. But the police and therapists and all of that scares people. And you know what? Sometimes it annoys people. Like, I got annoyed when my dad told me, oh, you need to go see a therapist. It'll only be an hour and all that. I'm like, Dad, no, I don't know that man, nor do I care about that man. I bet he's a good dude, but I don't need a therapist. I have my friends. I have Belle, I have Mega, I have Cream, I have Rummy. I especially have Rummy. Okay, he's my little hug bug, but that's a different story. Now, how do I quite say this? I think that's just about all I need to say with depression. Other than that, if someone's depressed and you and that person are close, stick by that person, because usually when it comes to being online, you don't know what they have in their house. And I think you know where I'm going with this. They could be gone within seconds. And that actually almost happened when I had to tell somebody, look, I have to go. I'm going to a festival, and I don't think my dad would really, I don't think he'd think well of me trying to save someone who's depressed instead of just turn them into the cops or these whatever people do. You can already imagine I'm not quite fond of all that. But when I came back, she was literally like, I've thought about it and I'm doing it. I'm done with life. And I'm like, whoa, 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 slow down. Luckily, we talked, and we're actually still friends. So that's a good thing. And hell, even talking to depressed people, you could learn a thing or two about that. You could learn a thing or two about suicide prevention. But you know what? I'm not here to sponsor suicide prevention. I'm here to talk, to chill, to whatever. Let me just. I'm doing a stream. Ah, right. Speaking of depression. So, with me, deep down, I know people would usually joke about this, like, haha, crippling depression. But I I mask my depression just about every day. And, that doesn't mean you gotta be all caring and shit, just joke around. Life isn't about being sad, but to keep people around me from being sad, I stuff it down. I want to see them smile. I want to see them happy, and that makes me happy. It's so happy to the point where I wouldn't even have to stuff it down because it would be non-existent. I wouldn't be depressed. Seeing them smile, seeing them laugh, seeing them blush, it's magical, and it's not something you can get from some sort of therapist or any of that. You get it from talking. You get it from relaxing. You get it from just just being there, pretty much. Also, welcome viewer. I'm getting real, and I don't know if you want to hear it, but you know what? I'm just getting real. And if you like what I'm saying, stick by. I hope you like it. But yeah, when it when it comes to depression, it's not about, here with some people I'd see them pretty much having a whose dick is bigger contest, saying, "Oh, I have these problems," and like, "Oh yeah, what about me? I have these problems." I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just both of you being inconsiderate. Yeah, right? Depression is about who's got, more problems in their life. Depression is about this person isn't okay. Like they're mentally not okay. So, oh hey, so what's up? Didn't even know it was you. But yeah. And if you're wondering why I'm playing GTA, this usually helps when I just drive around and I vent. So yeah, that's the thing. Uh, Next up on the list. Whew, I don't even know whether or not I should fucking touch up on this subject. Age laws and maturity. Now, you guys probably heard about this in English class. If you go to my school, and you're probably thinking, oh, I don't want to hear about this shit again. I already had to do a fucking whole entire project on it. I don't care about it. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but that kind of affects me if you didn't know. I'm pretty straightforward. Online, I'm just... Never mind. Shut up. Don't listen to what don't listen to what I was about to say. But I'm just gonna get to the point. I used to have a friend named Archie online, and me and him were close. We'd fucking share nudes, and like, holy shit, that's hot. I'm like, hell yeah, it is. But me and him were in a call once, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's my 15th birthday. And he's like, what do you mean 15? And I'm like, I was 14, now I'm 15. And he's like, I thought you were 18. I'm like, I told you I was 14. We even talked about this. And it got me a bit depressed because I've always honestly been insecure about my age, especially with the way people think of it and the laws and all of that. And I'm like, I know it's the law, but why do people focus on this? What, like, let's really break it down here. What's the point? You're not gonna see me in fucking Washington D.C. waving around a poster saying, "Oh yeah, we should fuck 11-year-old boys." No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, maybe instead of there straight up being a law saying you can't fuck at this age, you fuck at this age, this person's going to jail for life, even for being a little bit sexual with you. And that's just it's played me, it's fucked with me, it's torn me away from people just because I was 14 or 15. And it hurts. I mean, not sometimes when I've just met them and then I tell them my age and they just ditch me. Still hurts, but not as much as when I build a relationship with somebody, I get close with them, and then just because I've forgotten to tell them, "Hey, I'm underage," they they forget all that they know about me. They don't care what I'm like, who I am, or anything. If I'm underage, they're just gone. And it it hurts. I'm honestly I'm honestly trying to hold back tears because I've had so many people just straight up ditch me, tell me I've lied to them, tell me that I'm scum, and just so much just shit that it puts a knot in my throat. It hurts my throat. Like, you ever just... You're pretty much about to cry and your throat gets a knot in it? It's... I get that feeling when I talk about it. Because I love a lot of people. I love my mother, my father, of course, and my brothers, and those are the usual people. But I built whole entire communities, whole entire relationships online. See, there's another thing about society and how they view things. See, when it comes to online, they think it's just this place full of horrible people and just nastiness and all of that. When in all reality, it's just sorry, I enjoy hydraulics, as you can see. But yeah, there's also amazing people online that you could never ever meet in real life because they're so far away. Like back then, my mother and my father, they'd tell me, "Oh yeah, sometimes I'd have a long distance relationship." And I'm like, "Oh, how long?" It's like from like town to town, and what's that dude trying to do? Okay, but yeah, and I'm like, all right, that's pretty long. What if I told you I had a boyfriend all the way in Canada? Their jaws just dropped. But that was back then. My little rummy bum, my Paul, he's my one true love. And you know what? I may say that a lot, but in life, it's about taking risks. And so far, I've seen no risks with Rummy. He's perfect. He's sweet. He's kind. He's emotional. Now, when I say emotional, I don't mean like they freak out, they can't control their emotions. I mean emotional as in when I'm sad, he helps me, and when he's sad, I'm able to help him. We resonate. And there's that, but I'm getting off topic. With age, I don't think it should be, based on how old you are, whether or not you're able to have sex, whether or not you're able to to drink. I think there should be a literal scientific test here, like they do with driving. Now, with driving, even then, there's still an age limit because, I mean, fucking, you can't have a 6-year-old driving around because, a car is a lot of things. It has, there's insurance, there's getting into wrecks, there's all sorts of things that, even I'm gonna say they wouldn't be able to wrap their heads around. Like, even now, I still don't want to drive. I enjoy being driven around, being able to tell somebody, hey, go there, and not having to be the one to blame if there's a wreck. But, sometimes we just gotta crawl out of mom's bed, head to our own bed. Shit. But, yeah. I don't even know what to say. Come on. There we go. Sweet hydraulics. I'm sorry, I fucking love this thing. But anyway. As I was saying, instead of, having an age limit, having restrictions, having all that, well, here, for alcohol, I think there should either, one, be like a sort of test to, like, see how your brain's doing, how your kidneys are doing. Basically a health and physical test, to see if your body at the current state that it's in can handle alcohol entering the system. Like hell, even I've had a little bit of alcohol and I'm fine. Now I may break the rules a bit, but that's not because of alcohol. Now, before you guys start calling me an alcoholic, I've only had alcohol twice in my entire life. And that was during the summer. Alright? And even now, for me, alcohol has just lost its kick. Unless there's different tastes. And I have had a sip of my dad's Abita beer, and it's just, it's too strong for me. But I have had, I think it's called rum chata mixed in with a smoothie. It's a thing that my mom makes, and it's okay. I'm under adult supervision. It's all good. FBI, I'm looking at you. It's alright. I ain't doing nothing illegal. Now, I don't like the laws, true, but I'm not gonna go against the laws. That's not being rebellious, it's not being heroic, it's being stupid. Because in life, people who go against the flow, unless you're going against, like, terrorism or something like that, you know. Here. Funny thing, it's actually something they said in religion class. Go with the majority or go with what's right. Now, sometimes the majority is right. Also said in religion class. But sometimes the majority is just, yeah, legally it's seen as right, but in all reality it's like, why? What's the point? There's no purpose. All it's doing is fueling people to go against the law even more. Actually, that'd be a weird thing to think about. Like, what if they just took off the laws to the point where whenever people broke the law, well, even though it's not in place, it just gets boring for everybody. They're like, wait, here, what if it's like that for those people who have this thrill of breaking the law? That'd be crazy, huh? That that would. But you know what? Let's not talk about that because that's getting off topic. Cause like what the fuck? What am I talking about here? And so I'm talking about age laws, talking about depression, suicide, shit like that. Maturity. I'm gonna talk about this because it's something that's fucking. It gives me headaches. For most of my life, I was a little scamp. I used to go around, act mischievous, fucking do exactly what my parents tell me not to do, and I was cool with that. I was enjoying myself. I don't know what the fuck was going in life. All I knew is that I had food, I had toys, I had fucking everything. That was the life, son. Dem shorts though. No, no, I'm not about to revive that demon. But okay, but soon I came to realize, hey, what if I actually do what the teachers say, and I don't cut up in class? And this is actually something that I learned in seventh grade. All the way in seventh grade, I soon figured out, hey, dumbass, stop making bad grades, start actually listening. And so I did. And I was like, whoa, hold up. My report card is still an A? What is this witch magic? And when I got back to Brother Martin after seventh grade, finally being able to pull through, I noticed everyone else was fucking around. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to work. And, this is, sometimes it's alright, but it depends what teacher you're around. Like, some teachers, they actually, they've got degraded down from, like, so many bad, loud students to the point where they're just bitter. And, everyone say, oh, fucking Miss So-and-so is a total bitch. And it's like, you kind of made her that way. Because, like, I noticed that with one of my teachers. We'll call her Miss T, but, everyone goes to Brother Martin would know who I mean, T-check. Yeah, her. I remember at the start of the year, she was totally cool, relaxed, and now she's pretty much just like, I fucking hate these kids. Get them out of my class. I'm so done. And I'd sit there in the back, and I wouldn't say it, because, you know, I'm not Gabe. I don't say shit out loud. Asshole. I think it's like, I understand. I know your pain. I have to listen to them as well. Now, I'm just gonna say, there's only like 3 kids in my algebra class that absolutely bug the fuck out of me. And I'm not gonna say who, but I think Tristan knows who I'm talking about. Like, he's right to the left of me behind Dominic. You know who I'm talking about. Hint hint is fucking, I shouldn't say it because he's actually kind of cool. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't even care if he's got beef with me. I mean, the man's fucking. He's pretty fat. He's got enough beef in him to fucking pass around. Gabe Richard honestly annoys the fuck out of me in class, but I mean, otherwise he's pretty chill. I just don't understand that little act that they put on. Like, they play it innocent, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Just fucking sit in class and shut up. You don't need to tell people to quiet down. They'll do it themselves. Unless you don't, then I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna change my outfit real fast. Lingerie, Siege, Rich, VMS. Good enough. But yeah, maturity. It'll get you through. You know, you gotta know what to do. And you know what? Maturity even dives in with depression and all that. Because sometimes you get so deep into things, and you get to a point where, like, wait, we're arguing about pastel-colored horses, and you're getting depressed that someone stopped one of your horses from dating theirs? And it's like, here, let's step back and think about this. But I mean, then again, when it comes to the brony fandom, people take that very seriously. You know what? Sometimes even I take it seriously. Because, I mean, it's... With them, that's sort of like a relationship without having to break up. And honestly, with ships and relationships, there might as well not even be a difference. Because with shipping, you know, when it comes to OCs, it might as well just be an online relationship. Has anyone else even thought of this? Yeah, I bet someone has. Because there is no way that I am the smartest man here. I love this plane so much. I'm just gonna say right now, the Sea Breeze, it's good. Someone is shooting at you, you're just like, nope, you ain't shooting me today, son. Boom, into the water, and then when you're in the water, they can't lock onto you. And even if you are, you could just go boom. You just shoot the flares, and you're gone. You're done. They ain't touching you, son. And it's just cool. It's cool. See, you know what? I'm gonna say this again. This right here helps me relax. I mean, look at this. There's a sunset. I'm flying in a plane that's just beautifully 1980s retro colored, and I'm diving into the water, and I'm coming back out like just the most graceful thing you've ever seen. Probably not the most graceful, but still pretty graceful. But I want to sum this up with sort of see the big picture in life. And you know what? Whatever you believe, you believe. I'm not going to sit here and judge you. You know what? Nor should anybody judge you. But one thing you shouldn't do is you make sure you don't go around life acting the fool. Because that ain't going to get you nowhere. Unless you're trying to become a comedian, then continue to do what you're doing. Because comedians are fucking awesome. Well, not awesome, they're more funny, but you never know. There could be an awesome comedian out there. Plus, all those people who are like, oh, video gaming and memes and all that, you shouldn't do that. hey, you never know what occupations are gonna come out. Because, like, with all the new shit going on, you don't know what people can come up with. So all you gotta do is just look towards the future, and whatever you're looking toward, make sure it's foolproof. Because even now, I still rely on stuff that can change and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, whoa, slow down. I need to, like, seriously plan this out here. Like, even now, I think I may or may not be working on homework, but I just got done with 2 projects. I need to relax. Plus, probably get that shit done at school, son. I'm good. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. And what I might go and do is I might go and give out my Discord. Maybe not my phone number, but you know what? Just my Discord, my Skype. I know people don't use that much that often, but you know what? It's something I use, so if you guys want to get in touch with me, that'll be one way to do it. Also, shout out to Keelmaster, old friend of mine. We used to play together in the Xbox 360 before I made the stupid decision of getting the Xbox One, which resulted in me abandoning just all of them. I might try and fit Keelmaster's channel in the description. So, there's that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. He's probably just long gone and dead. Who knows? Shout out to Red Scroll. Actually my very first friend I made online. What do you know? Shout out to the house, Mega, Bell, Cream, all of them. You guys are amazing. You mean a lot to me. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Those of you who are in the house, that little house Discord server, you've helped me through a lot. You've kept me happy, made me smile, helped me just through so many things that I can't even begin to thank you. Oh, and also shout out to Vicious Money Squad. It's actually my crew that I'm in right now. Great crew. We do car shows. We do heists. We are all about getting money, and not once have I seen us lose anything. Like, even when it came to, like, real life arguments, leader of the crew straight up went all in, roasting the fuck out of that dude. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Vicious Money Squad ain't nobody to mess around with. Now, I may not be the best fighter, but you already know when it comes to these bombs, I'm about to kick someone's ass. So, yeah. And shout out to my friend Seth, pretty good artist, really good artist actually. Speaking of artists, shout out to Coco, Pup. You know what? Shout out to all the artists that I know. You guys are amazing. I can't even begin to describe your talent and just all of that. And also shout out to Garrett. He's hosting a competition of Benny versus Brady. 2 people that we know. Just out of the random, choose your side. Who cares? And when I say Brady, I mean Brady as in the one with the fucked up nose. I call him Pug Boy, but I don't know if anyone else does. I'm scared to say it to his face. Don't know why. It's weird. I mean, I may say it. I mean, it's not like he's legit gonna fight me on Scroll Grounds. And, even if he does, what am I gonna do? Fight back? Hell no, son. I ain't finna get no suspension or detention. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna just sit back and let his ass get in trouble, son. And, You guys already know who Coach Benny is. I mean, he's my dude. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Benny. He's cool. He's chill. Well, sorta. Depends what side you are on with him. But anyway, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna end that video here. This video here. I'm glad I talked about what I talked about, told you guys what I told you about, and so on and so forth. I like to end this off with saying, don't leave someone just because of some one defying trait. Don't sort of don't judge a book by its cover. All right, you know. Now, I'm not saying you should be fucking 11 and 12-year-old boys, but you know what? Don't be ridiculous about it. All right. I mean, even if you don't want any sexual stuff with someone underage, don't block them. I mean, like, at least talk to them and chill with them. Instead of just abandoning them and leaving them with a broken heart. Alright? That's my lesson for you right now. And you know what? You never know. Things might change. We're in an ever-changing world with an ever-changing government. With just... everything's changing. And you know what? Especially with these few years, like 2016, now going 2018, shit's changing fast. So be ready for the future. And with that, I'll tell you guys goodbye. You have a wonderful morning, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Probably not the morning. It'll probably put you to sleep. But yeah. See you guys some other time. And peace out.